Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Swiss 001 video. And what a video this is indeed. Yes indeed, as you can tell here we are going to review the very special flight simulator of YSFlight. I mean it already says it here, YSFlight is the only free flight simulator where anything is possible. So let's see if anything really is possible. The graphics are interesting. They already look very interesting indeed. See again, this has been a very much requested video out there. Again, because this flight simulator is free, and how come I haven't talked about it? I don't know, but let's just go ahead and talk about it then. Yeah, as you can tell, I've already downloaded the sim. Let's just go ahead and start it right up. We're just gonna jump right in, and we are definitely jumped right in, as you can tell. Yeah, welcome to YSFlight Simulator. Again, this has been completely for free so far, so that's all good, but we have some very interesting backgrounds that do not look ugly at all. I mean, honestly. You know what, let's just go ahead and create a new flight there. Here we go. We can go to some random places like Aomori, or I think these are some Japanese places. Also, there's London Heathrow, so that's good. We can go there later on. I have no idea which country this is, but this doesn't seem like a... Well, maybe it's an underwater area or something. Ocean. Alright. I mean, isn't anything else ocean as well? But that doesn't matter. Let's go to Tohoku or Tohoku, whatever. You know what? Let's just go ahead and fly, if that's possible. Come on, there we go. Aircraft F-18 Super Hornet, which is, I guess, this one. So let's just go ahead and fly now. Alright, there we go. We're already there, and we're already loaded into the flight simulator. The sounds are not particularly beautiful. Jesus Christ. That sounds like a dying alien or something. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and try taking off, which actually does work. Alright. Everything does work indeed. I do really like the support of a joystick. Let's go ahead and take off, though. There we go. 130 knots. This plane is accelerating pretty quickly, but that's a whole other story. And we are actually off the ground. This plane, it is flying. That's pretty good. How do you change camera views, though? I want to change that. Is there any way to do that or something? Yeah, alright. What are these white things in the sky? I think that's actually clouds. That is actually trying to be clouds there. It looks like... I have no idea what this looks like. I don't know. It just does look like something solid. Let's just fly through the cloud here. See what happens. Well, we crash into it. Is it a solid object? Alright, no, at least it is not a solid object. So that's all good. Alright, let's try some other planes, though, than the F-18. We have the F-18 by the Blue Angels, which is another F-18. What else have we got? I think these are mostly military planes, but we can obviously fly some other planes. We can download them from the internet, like this Piper Archer, which doesn't look particularly handsome, but let's just see if we can fly this at all. That's kind of the point. Let's go and fly now. There we go. And nice. All right. This kind of does look like Microsoft Flight Simulator 1999, and it does sound like it as well. It's not beautiful at all, actually. Yep. Let's have a look at these very realistically drawn trees there. Yeah, I'm not joking. These are actually triangle trees there. I mean, you know, I do appreciate the effort of making a 3D tree model instead of a 2D tree, which is something that we can find in all other flight simulators pretty much, with the exception of the new one, so that's good. Oh, we have a vehicle down there. Oh wow, there's actual vehicles in the game as well. Some airport vehicles and some very weird round hangars, which is something I would never find at London Heathrow at all. I think that's only like a thing of military airfields, but that's a whole nother story. Welcome to London Heathrow. Now, something I can already tell is unrealistic is that the clouds are not, you know, there's only a few clouds here. In London Heathrow, there would normally be rain. That is not particularly realistic. I have no idea what I'm doing, actually. Like genuinely. Now, once we actually go ahead and fly out of the airport, like away from it, we literally have nothing. We're flying above this. This is like flat land in Minecraft. Honestly, this could genuinely be Minecraft with the triangle trees as well. There's really not much going on. I actually found a way to change the camera views, so that's good. It's F2 that does the trick, so that is very interesting. Now we can have a look at our beautiful Piper Archer from the outside. It's not particularly beautiful though, so that's a problem. And yeah, by the way, the physics here of this flight simulator, you know, the physical engine, it's not particularly realistic either, is it? Just look how easily this plane turns around, and oh, that was not a smart idea, but we have survived this as well. Yeah, that's not particularly realistic there. Honestly, this flight simulator could genuinely take part in a worst flight simulator series video. I'm not joking. But alright. So far, this is, I mean, I'm having a little bit of fun. Wait. Now I'm having fun. All right, never mind. The crash animation was not that good. Player state dead. All right. I mean, what we can try to make this experience a little bit better is downloading some planes from the internet. Let's just go ahead and close this whole thing and go to the YSFlight website. And here we have aircraft we can download. Not a lot of airliners though, but we do have something like the 747. You know, just a classical aircraft. But we have a lot of other stuff like this, or we have Santa Claus. We have Sonic as well. I bet he's fast. And we also have a pink Antonov An-225. Let's fly that one as well later on. All right, then we'll come back. Let's try out some planes again. Yeah, let's just go with this classic here, the 747. Yeah, let's try the 747 then and see how that one flies. It looks not particularly good, I have to mention that. But let's go ahead and try some interesting places like Airstrike Challenge. Very interesting place. Never heard of it before. Let's see if we can fly out this 747 out of here. Now, something I do want to mention as well, by the way, is that this flight simulator is quite old. And when I say quite old, I mean pretty damn old. I mean, like, this one came out in 1999, but it's been, you know, it's been kept up and running. There are still a lot of people playing it. Surprisingly, I mean, well, it doesn't, you know, it's not particularly good. I mean, it's a classic. I do have to say that, but for today's standards, it hasn't aged well. But honestly, well, I am definitely having a little bit of fun there. Oh, and also something that we also have in the flight simulator is this aircraft carrier, for example, that's ahead. Oh no, which we can crash into, perhaps, maybe? Yeah, right, that was probably not that much of a good idea. Yeah, we're back with a 747 that sounds like what does this sound like now? How do we describe it? It sounds like a car trying to start. Does that make sense? Like an ignition, and it's definitely failing to start there. Let me check out the landscape here as well. Let's go do some sightseeing. Yeah, and actually this runway here isn't particularly long, but all right, was barely enough for the 747. Let's go ahead and take off. All right, there we go. We are above the mountain, and we can check out the very realistic island of something. And we actually do have a city there on the right, so we can try that as well. Oh, I do not like the camera views that we are offered at all, actually, but that's a whole nother story. Yep, very realistic city, like just out of the middle of nowhere. There's like some buildings here. I mean, it's not a proper city there, and we have crashed now. Player state dead. Interesting enough. Final state dead. I like that. Let's go ahead and try some, you know, other thing. Go to that slapstick thing. That looks very interesting. What does that do? Oh, there's also a Cirrus here in the flight simulator. I mean, I do fly a Cirrus in real life, so I can kind of, you know, judge the physics of the game a little bit more here with this plane. I mean, I can already tell that this is not going to be a good review. Oh, wow. Now, for the first time, we do have a plane that doesn't sound like a dying kitten or an ignition of a car, but this one does actually sound like a plane, which is good. Does it look like a real Cirrus from the inside? Probably not. Actually, the wing looks quite realistic. Let's go on the outside. I mean, you can kind of tell that it's a Cirrus, so that's the point. I mean, we haven't really landed here in the flight simulator in this video so far, so let's just go ahead and do that. We're coming in for a very hot approach, but we're gonna be able to land this plane perfectly anyway. I mean, if this is a long runway and we can put this down quite nicely, go ahead. All right, there we go. Yeah, just the bank angles that I'm pulling, it's super unrealistic. This plane would never be able to do that. Let's go ahead and stop. Oh my god. Oh, wow. All right, that sounds like a dying elephant. Interesting. What does this do? I have never seen that feature in the Cirrus. All right, come on. I need you to stop. I don't know how to actually engage the brakes, which is probably why we're actually going to overrun there. This is not going to go well, is it? Come on, stop. Like, genuinely, and you need to stop now. Oh, wow. Interesting. All right, this plane is apparently also Jesus here in the flight simulator. Can float on water. And there's also, like, some vehicles there that are actually, like, they're flying. That's interesting as well. Let's go ahead and take off from the water. Since this is Jesus plane, let's just go ahead. I think this is actually for combat. I mean, YSFlight simulator was meant to be for combat anyway. So it's interesting that we're actually flying a Cirrus. But let's go ahead and, there we go. Reset this flight, and we're back in the Cirrus SR-20. Yeah, I don't know what I should say about this flight simulator. It is very interesting. Again, it has been out for a while, and the graphics have never changed since 1999, which is, I mean, it's kind of a piece of art, isn't it, at this point? It's kind of like it belongs to a museum thing. It is a very old video game, and we have to appreciate that. I mean, you know, there were better video games even in 1999 that looked a lot better than this Roblox thing. I think this looks like Roblox. Oh, here we have an interesting flight map. Where should we go? Oh my god, we're gonna crash. We're gonna die, aren't we? I mean, we can kind of try pulling this anyway. Oh no, we're trapped. We're completely trapped, aren't we? Yep, we have died. Oh, that sounds good. Player state dead. I like how it says that. What does it say now? Player state still flying, not landed. Very interesting. interesting. Let's go ahead and, alright, I don't know what this is supposed to be, honestly. I mean, again, we can pull geoloads that we would never be able to pull in real life in the Cirrus SR-20. We would probably just, or we would kind of black out or something. But that's on the physics of this flight simulator, not particularly realistic, but that's a whole nother story. Now, would I recommend this flight simulator? Probably not. And we've crashed now. Oh, we have definitely died now. Yeah, there are better options for free, but again, this is actually kind of great fun, isn't it? The graphics are interesting as well. So, yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.